Around 60% of the world's population is using social media, with the average person spending around 2.5 hours on social media per day. Teens and young adults from 16 to 25 even spend up to 7.5 hours per day on apps like Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit and so on. And guys, be honest. How much time do you spend on social media platforms per day? I, for one, have spent up to 7 hours a day on YouTube, Instagram and various chat rooms in the past. But without any education on the influence of social media, I gradually got more and more caught up in the shit shows of what people of the internet call discussion. Although I didn't really participate, I still noticed how I started to think that the problems of the internet were the world problems. Andrew Tate, Jake Paul, gender ideology, rightists versus leftists, hypes, pranks and challenges. Well, most people don't care about that. That's what I learned on my travels through different countries and in my psychotherapeutic work. Most people live normal lives and just don't care. They have their own lives and burdens. And that's what I call the social media bias. By scrolling hours and hours through different threads and watching short after short after short, we expose our minds to the topics that catch the attention of the masses. We lose sight of the fact that those short videos are only tiny clips from a tiny point in the world, but there are endless other things happening on our planet. When we expose our brains to the same problems day after day, we inflate those problems in our minds and take away mental space for other things. We hamper our own development by bothering us with problems that are being hyped up in the media and have no personal connection to our reality. As I said, 60% of the world's population is using social media, but let's be honest, we waste our time with things while not dealing with personal things far more important, like how to improve our social skills, earning money, building a healthy and sustaining family and relationship. We are way too careless with things we expose our minds and also our children with. Sure, the topics I mentioned earlier are important for some people and maybe should be things everyone at least informs themselves about. But if you don't have any personal connection to that, it would be better to concentrate on yourself and your direct social environment. It is time to regain control over our lives and free ourselves from social media influence. Just think about successful people. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Malcolm X or legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi. Do you really think that those people would have been successful in their fields of expertise or purpose if they spent hours on the problems of other people on a daily basis? Of course not. They became successful by bettering themselves while others were slacking. If you want to get ahead of others and especially yourself, stop obsessing about things that are personally unimportant to you and start dealing with your own issues. Don't be a slave of social media and be the actor of your own life.